How's it going, everybody? Goldhat here and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be entry 23 of my Assassin's Creed Valhalla walkthrough guide, and in this entry we are going to be focusing on A Brewing Storm and starting Essex. So picking up right where we left off, we have completed the Kent arc and we are ready to start another arc, but in between these arcs we are going to have a new mission that is going to pop up, and that is A Brewing Storm, and this is going to be our fight with Dag. Our first mission objective here is to just go rest in our room, so let's go ahead and do that.
Eivor! Eivor! Face me, Eivor! Stop there, Wolf-Kissed. This ends now.
Dag, turn around and walk away.
Your habits are not my own, Eivor. I do not flee responsibility for the sake of my glory. I stand firm with my people. For many months, I have stood at your side, keeping faith in Sigurd's judgment, because I believed in him and his vision. Do as Eivor commands, he told me, and I have. Against my better judgment, I did as you have asked me. And where has that left us? Without a Jarl? Without a purpose? Watching you chase glory around this land like a spooked hare!
You could have come to me in confidence, Dag, but that offer is gone.
I have no need of it! My mind is fixed. Hear me all! I challenge Eivor for the leadership of this clan until Sigurd is safe home!
Walk away, Dag.
No! We fight to the death!
So real quick, one of our choices here in this mission is I accept, no, or you lost your mind. I just want to point out that all of these choices are going to end with fighting Dag here. There is no changing that, so just if you're curious, now you know.
Of your skull!
Please, both of you!
Is that the best you can do? You've gone soft! Pathetic!
Stop! I do not want to do this. Walk away.
What's the matter, Eivor? Are you scared?
I would grant you exile. Leave this place, but go with your life.
Spare me your pity and fight!
So be it. You leave me no choice. Please, both of you! You could have waited. You could have come with me. You're a fool, Dag. You see where it's gotten me?
Eivor, you...
any pity, I would not lavish it on this poor fool.
He forced my hand.
Yes, and the cost of disrespect is death. You said it yourself. All he demanded, you gave him. That should be enough. I have no need for one so fragile in my hall of heroes.
He fought for what he believed in. Does that not count for something?
Does it? You killed him all the same. What is the true cost of disrespect? The choice lies with you.
So this area right here and this choice is going to be counting as one of the strikes of the 1 out of 5 strikes of the game. If you do not give him his axe, there will be a strike counted against you, and you may not get the good ending if you have been accumulating strikes. Now, if we give Dag his axe, we will avoid getting this strike. Even though Odin said that he doesn't want Dag, we still have to give him his axe to get the good ending.
Go to your homes. I'll lay him to rest. Go to your homes! Dag accused me of betrayal. He accused me of breaking my oath. And this is the answer I gave him. Now you will hear the truth unvarnished. None more than me wishes for Sigurd's safe return. You know this. You know this. All of you! And I will burn the fields and dredge the rivers of Essex to find him. That is my oath. That is my oath. I will find Sigurd. You will not be without your Jarl. This I promise. Dag, you lived as you died, proud and defiant. I cannot begrudge you for that. I miss hearing you tell your stories, old friend, but I remember them well. We think of you often, Dag.
So after that cutscene and going to his burial grounds, we have completed A Brewing Storm, and we are ready to go back to Randvi and start another arc.
What? How do you feel, Eivor? I would rather not talk about it. I understand. I want to see the Alliance map.
Now we can go ahead and take a look at our Alliance map. Up at the top, I'm not going to mess with these just yet. You want to be a little bit of a higher level. If you've been following this walkthrough guide, we don't want to mess with those just yet. Now, we can start Essex, but we do not want to do that because we can acquire a bigger army for that and make it a lot easier. So we are just going to do Essex, and this is a little in between that we can do that will help out a lot, and I highly recommend it at this point in the game. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it.
This is Elderman, one of King Alfred's lackeys.
According to my scouts, he is a man who cares more for his own indulgences than the safety of his people. Approach with care.
I will leave at once.
An alliance in Essex would be invaluable, but go with caution.
Now that we have started the Essex Arc, we are ready to start our first mission in that arc, and that is a uncommon proposition. Here is the mission now. We're just going to go ahead and flip that on. Here is the location in our map. It's just going to be over here on the right. There are 2 synchronization spots for this, and I recommend getting those before we start this. So I'm going to go ahead and knock those out real quick, and I will talk to you right after. So as you can see here on our map, we have opened it up a lot better now, and we are ready to go ahead and start this mission. We are going to go ahead to their main hall, which is going to be right in front of us right here. We're going to have a little bit of a cutscene and some dialogue, and we are going to pick up right after.
Stop you. Take it.
It seems Unraveling Birstan has made this ruin his longhouse.
Why is my cup empty? Perhaps because you...
Lord,
Ah, a heroic-looking Dane in our midst.
I am looking for Birstan, the alderman of this shire.
Our lord is not at home, but his wife is receiving visitors upstairs, in her usual fashion. If you speak with her, pass on that we've run out of ale.
Perhaps because you have drunk the barrel dry?
Damn Birstan. His household is as poorly run as his land.
Estrid is a good wife. Far better than he. Estrid is a good wife. Far better than he deserves.
You! Gods will come at one cry from me!
Sheathe your blade, lady. I am Eivor of the Raven clan, here at your husband's request.
Another Dane. I am Estrid, wife of the Lord of Essex. As you may have heard, my lord is not at home.
If he is away, I will speak to you.
Oh, that you could, Eivor. For I am sure this hall would shake with our merry wit. But your accord must be reached with him.
You do not strike me as a meek Saxon wife.
Do you yet see an ember of my Frankish fire, Ravenwalker? Perhaps it dances in my eyes?
I am weary of rounding up Saxons. Is your husband stolen, drunk, or wayward?
He'll be stalking the woodlands today, hunting game and ignoring the vital affairs of Essex. One such affair is why we called for you.
If I can find him, I will remind him of his duties.
Ah, such would be a miracle. His favorite haunt is southwest of here. The lavender fields there attract the prey, God help him.
With luck he hasn't been eaten, but I will return either way.
Patience is a godly virtue, Estrid.
Even the saints were tired of waiting for me.
So the campsite is going to be now posted on our map, and it is going to be right under the E of Essex, and it's going to be right here. I'm going to go ahead and fast travel real quick and cut out all that traveling so we don't have to watch that. Once you arrive here, it will look like this. The campsite is going to be right here, and we are going to look for some evidence.
But I hope the alderman has not become the prey. No good comes from a camp this bloody. They were caught off guard as they supped. The remains of the hunting party. This one was savaged by a large animal. They were attacked by a beast. Something strong enough to kill a horse. Some large prey left these tracks in the grass. The hunters were prey to a large beast or two. I can only... The hunters were prey to a large beast or two. I can only hope that Birstan still lives.
Show me what lies ahead.
Birstan!
Ready your weapon, or accept your fate as a feast for bears. Ha! Your weapon strikes true. Keep by my side. This is one Saxon you won't kill today. Ah, there you are. Shall we continue? Ha! Your weapon strikes true! Hey! Ha! We'll fight to the death, worthy one! Gets the blood coursing! Well fought, friend. I would not have survived this ambush without you. You have my gratitude to stumble upon me in my moment of greatest peril. Perhaps you were God-sent.
I am Estrid sent. Your wife and the Thanes of Essex both want your balls on a blacksmith's anvil.
When do they not? You could return and report that the savage claw took me. Poor Birstan, his exit pursued by a bear.
And make the beast Lord of Essex in your stead.
No doubt my Estrid would prefer his velvet paws to my calloused hands. So, who are you? A sellsword?
I am Eivor of the Raven Clan. You hinted at an alliance for the loan of my unique talents.
Blood, yes. Let us return to Colchester at once, and we'll speak more of the delicate matter on my mind. I'm glad you answered my summons. I did not expect such a skilled fighter.
It's good I came when I did. You lost many men on this hunt.
Good men, all. They will have the proper rights, and their families will be cared for.
Your people sacrificed much for your sport.
They did. There is no balm for my tortured heart.
Why did you ask me here?
Do you believe in true love, Eivor?
I have loved.
But have you truly? Has a longing burned in your breast, a sweet, lingering pain, paralyzing you with its sting?
There is pain enough in battle. I do not seek it out in love.
I long for it. The thrill of a fight softly won. My wife Estrid lacks fire. She is a fish out of water, cold and dead.
She showed great passion when I met her, keeping your Thanes in check.
Oh, they love her, it is true. Some with too much devotion. And I have not been a good and attentive husband. I have always been a plucked goose in matters of love. And a piss-poor ruler to boot.
Strong must be the hand that steers the ship, Birstan.
My hand would rather tug the catgut of a well-crafted bow. My eyes narrowing at the sight of prey.
Aye, a crown sits heavy on the head.
Then let us run wild and free in the woods as the wolves do. Live on our wits, prowl and stalk and feast.
You have a romantic way about you, Birstan.
Do not fret. My guards will not worry you when we are together.
You must mark me if you think I'm capable of worry. Have you built your city in the ruins of another?
No, these builders are lost to the annals of time. Far advanced of the Saxon hovels of wattle and daub. I have ambition to build a great palace myself, with mosaics and balmy courtyards.
What stops you?
That which stops all but the most creative minds. Coin, imagination, talent.
And your people? Is Essex happy?
That is a question I never really ponder. I suppose they are. I hope they are. Alfred believes I rule like a chickless hen, flapping and squawking over nothing but the farmer's dinner.
He interferes.
No, he disapproves. Is that not infinitely worse? But look, we are nearing my hall. I must face the wolves at my door before we discuss your favor. Ready to help me fend off the spears of their displeasure?
Let them speak their woes. I'll advise you if I can.
Who is this owl, Birstan, that twitters in your ear?
An advisor, nothing more. Here to help Essex navigate her brewing storms. Now, my dear brethren, Estrid, perhaps you will start us off. What troubles you?
You're a disgrace, Birstan. Couldn't get a sow pissed in an alehouse. Alfred's men are crawling all over Essex.
King Alfred, yes. Though it is within his right, the constant presence of his men is certainly...
So once we get to this area of the cutscene, we are going to have a couple choices through this dialogue. I'm going to show you all the correct answers, and we are ready to move on. But one thing I do want to point out is the ending of this is going to be the same for any choices that you make, and none of this will count for a strike, so do not worry. Just follow your moral compass on this one, how you want to handle it, and we can go forward from there.
Fight! And you, Wyatt, what do you say?
Your preparations for the Lammas festival. How can you think of spending so much coin when your people are starving?
He should put his own ham fist in his purse and contribute coin to the festival.
Yes. You worry about the cost of such a festival? One that thanks God for our great harvest? Contribute your own coin, then. And Aldrich, do you yap like a she-hound as Estrid does?
You know my thoughts, Birstan. The feared. How can we give men to Alfred for his wars when our harvest suffers day by day?
Refuse to send your men. Let Alfred's people die for his hopeless cause against the Norse.
Then we refuse.
Refuse our king? Has madness taken your wits, Birstan?
There. Have I not answered all your questions?
You are a stain on this Shire, Birstan. Useless.
Useless.
That's right.
Yet still you haunt my hall. Be gone. I haven't time for your squabbling. That ceased their prattling. A fine outcome, Eivor. The very soul of balance.
A firm hand is all you need, Birstan. Whether on your hunting bow or on your helm.
All this talk of hunting makes me long for the woods.
Your wife awaits, Birstan. Are you not worried some other man will drench your sheets with his sweat?
Ha! She does as she must. As do I.
You have done the impossible, Dane. Returned my errant gander to his coop.
My pettish love. Such a stormy countenance clouds the sun of my return.
Your thanes drank the ale the abbot gifted us. All of it.
Now that is a tragedy my heart will not easily overcome.
If he looked at me with the same affection he shows for hunting deer, our marriage might have survived.
I noticed your love has gone sour. Was it fresher than this?
There is so little difference between love and hate. It's difficult to say where the sourness comes from.
So, what do you need of me?
Our affairs are more of heart than of state, Eivor. What little passion there was between us faded into bickering long ago.
We would have our freedom, Eivor. I from my wife, and my wife from Essex.
I am too sharp a weapon for so soft a task. Why not part and be done with it?
Oh, were I a Dane, and divorce as simple as a slit throat. But it's not so easy as that.
Does your god not allow husbands and wives to part?
Our god? Our king? There is much standing in the way of a joyous uncoupling. Ours was an arranged marriage, a political need, and not easily broken.
Explain yourselves clear and plain, and I will do it. The poetry here is mind mud.
We had a plan, a simple plan. A woman lost and a woman found.
Some time ago, we paid a Dane to kidnap me and ferry me safely to Francia. As you can see, he did not deliver.
He was certainly thorough in other regards.
Some Norse can be quick to take coin and slow to earn it. If I give my word, it is not broken.
Could we try the kidnap again? Much of the planning is done. It would only take a more trustworthy overseer.
It should be a bold venture if we do. Loud and brash and seen by all.
During our Llamas festival, merry peasants and guards with wandering eyes.
Your return to Francia would need a swift ship, with a captain ready to leave England.
We could ask him.
I would have thought his steed and seamen spent.
Come find me in the market, Eivor. Our unwelcome guests require food and ale to soften their anger.
My wife is a gracious and attentive host, Eivor. The only thing that keeps my braying thanes at bay.
And the woman found?
A darling Maybud, Alvida, my childhood sweetheart. I left her 20 years ago in Malden to marry my prickled pear.
20 years? Can an ember so cold be reignited?
We can hope. You must fan the flame. Find her, bring her to my lakeside cottage, and light a bonfire there. I will know to come. I believe she lived in the last house in Malden. A small, sweet place where fond memories were made.
I will do as you both ask, and ask Freya for success in this love game.
Good luck in your endeavors, Eivor. I pray you find my Alvida with a fair face and a yearning heart.
Now, should I look for Alvida first?
Now, after that cutscene, we have acquired 2 new missions, and those are going to be the Old Wounds and Childhood Sweetheart. We're going to pick those up in entry 24, so this is going to wrap up entry 23. As always, I hope this walkthrough guide has been super helpful. If it has been, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any questions at any time, feel free to drop a comment down below, or you can hit me up personally on my Instagram. The link is in the description box, and I will see you guys next time. Goldhat, signing off.